Hey guys. Hey family. So I really don't even know where to start. So we got our car back from Nebraska, and like I said, it went smoothly for the most part. As you guys know, we didn't have our own car for a long time.
2 weeks ago we went to California and we picked up our car, but we had an entourage help us, and then our other car was in Nebraska at the airport. We'd been threatened that drugs would be planted in it and other things. We already knew that it was being watched because we tested out the theory. We had help to test out that theory, and we got alerted that it was being watched. But at some point in the day, you got to put your big boy panties on and just do what you got to do. So we had an entourage go with us. We went in and got the car. Thankfully, the day we chose where the car was at was just packed full of people. So we were able to get in and out pretty easily. When I was backing the car out, it felt like when you try to go over a speed bump, when you kind of have to gun it and gas it. When I did that, it kind of made a weird noise, and I'm like, shit, the tire's flat. When we got there, I jumped in the car and we drove it up to a different area so I could search the car really quickly and look at all the spots to make sure drugs hadn't been planted on it, because we had been threatened that was going to be the case. And if we tried to move it, we'd get in trouble for drug trafficking. So I searched the car really quick, pulled all the panels off the inside of the car, looked on all the main places to make sure there wasn't drugs. But when I was backing up, it felt like I was trying to go over a speed bump. I really had to gas it. Then it sounded and felt like a flat tire, and I'm like, great, this is what they were planning. But when we got out, we looked, there was no flat tire. Continued to drive it. It drove like a flat tire for a while.
Yeah, we were behind the car in another car, and the tire was like spinning as if it wasn't even on the car.
So we checked the lug nuts, did all that. We have some problems with the brake issues right now. But usually when witches and them make plans, they spend money to do the evil that they're going to do. They spent money to have somebody watching the car. They spent money to put whatever witchcraft was on the car. The person... we had several people escort us in where the car was. We kind of everybody kind of veered off, and we did what we needed to do, but one of the cars had a cop come up behind them. So there's just a lot, you know. You can say, oh, it's a coincidence, maybe, but how many coincidences do you need of bullshit? Immediately after that, we had another major issue that we had to deal with. We had a safe place that we had for we could have been tucked in, and it was beautiful. Whenever we get those nice, beautiful places,
it's too good to be
always. It should always be a red alert. So we had to walk away from the place that we had. We could have been safe, tucked in. Nice place. We had to walk away from that. We got a second place, and now we're on our third place.
And we're leaving again.
So, yeah. You wouldn't believe what I'm wearing right now. I've got shorts and long johns.
She has on fucking
boots.
fur boots.
And long johns.
Over pants.
They're Uggs.
Never in a million years.
In all fairness, they're Uggs. That's not the same as fur boots.
In a million years did I think that I would be able to see this woman who color coordinates her outfits look like this. But we haven't had the time to stop. Y'all think I'm fucking with you. Mom, stand up. Y'all think I'm fucking with you. Hold on. But just hold on. So look at this. So she has on a jacket. But hold on. Hold on 1 second.
We haven't had a shower. We just ate something right now.
We haven't had a shower.
We had food last night.
This is her
fit. I got my Uggs. I got my long johns.
And then she got long
shorts.
johns. Shorts over it. These are shorts. And then look at her boots. Look at this.
Those aren't fur boots. Those are Uggs. There's
Whatever.
a big difference. Big difference.
Whatever. Okay. Let y'all over here see what's going on here. The 90s fashion is no joke when we have to run like this, because never in a million years would this have been okay for her to be dressed like that.
What are you gonna do? It was cold and it was nasty outside, but it had just been warm earlier, so we're kind of in a mess.
Just
roll with them punches.
like
For the record, though, let me go ahead and clear another thing up. We always give you the spill. We're not suicidal. There's no accidents. We're not carrying weapons. Any medications or things that we have a receipt for. We're going to add to that little disclaimer. You will hear me say people need killing. You will hear me say pedophiles need killing. That does not in any instance mean go kill pedophiles. We've not condoned or consented to anybody acting on our behalf to take people out. We've not condoned or consented to anybody to kill pedophiles, although I wouldn't shed a tear if pedophiles die. I'm not condoning that. Neither is Allison. Yeah.
I have been through many situations where I've been a person that I absolutely cannot stand. That I never even knew who that girl was. I've been through a lot, and yeah, I don't know anyone who has been through half of the things that I've been through that doesn't have self-esteem issues, that doesn't have issues, period, point blank. I used to be a person where I'd fight you because of the color of your shirt. It was because I was so fucking angry that I would just haul off and pick at somebody because of the color of their shirt. But what I didn't do is I didn't care for people who messed with somebody who couldn't fend for themselves. I was always the type of person who, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, I was that girl that, yeah, I would get into a lot of shit, class clown, crazy and everything. However, if you mess with somebody in a wheelchair, if you mess with somebody who's not messing with you, if you mess with somebody who cannot defend or fend for themselves, I will fuck you up. And that was just the way I was. Still am. I was the type of person that if it wasn't a fair fight, I'm not going to fight you unless I have no choice. If you beat my ass, I'm not saying I'm the type of person that could just kick ass, but if you beat my ass, I'll tip my hat to you, because there's always somebody badder and bigger and better than you. It is what it is. Okay? Now, my thing is when I was in this life, and when I used to be this person, everybody knew about me that you could make one phone call to me, and I'll make one phone call to possibly a jail, and that's it for a lot of people. That's how I was. I had people, fucked up friends, frenemies, and people, just crazy people that you keep on your side in very high and weird places, and I still do. If I had to call on them, they might get a little bit mad at me, but I still can, but I won't. Because let me tell you why. I have been the type of person that has been jumped. I have been the type of person that has been controlled. I have been the person that somebody has claimed as property. So I'd be damned if I play God. There's no reason. If I can't stop and if I can't control what the hell is going on, then I can't play God. God has to do something about that. Karma will get those people. The way that things are going right now, if we have to turn around and defend ourselves, we will. But that's only if we have to. We will. Until then, we have to do what we're doing and do everything that we have tried to do different, because there's nothing else to do. There's no one else to call. There is no one else to help. There is no one who's going to make this shit stop. There is not enough money. There's not a movie. There's not a pat on the back. There's not a media cookie. There's not a damn thing else that can make this shit stop unless somebody pulls the plug on everything. Unless an army of people wake up. It's on everything. I've had truckers text me and say, hey, I know where some of these tunnels are. I'm about to take some people in there with me. You just let me know. Well, I'm gonna let you know this. You won't make it 60 miles north. The tunnels go in every single direction, and you won't make it 60 miles north because somebody's already coming down 60 miles west and south to meet you and the people that you have with you. It won't be a one-man or a one-woman riot. It can't be. The world has to wake up to end this issue. And to be a targeted individual, they will do this shit until the day we die. We know that. That's why I never spoke out. That's why it took 10 years for me to even say a damn thing. And I don't know what pissed me off so bad for me to get here, but sometimes I regret it every day, because sometimes I don't say that I regret my actions, but I do feel like this will not end. People have tried to run us off the road. People have tried to trick us. People have tried to trap us. We have walked into a witch's lair. We've had an assassin. A fucking assassin. Didn't work. You didn't account for the things that you needed to account for, and that didn't work. What I'm trying to understand is there are a lot of people who we have tried to, I'm not talking about the insurance guy. No, you don't understand what we've been through in the last 24 hours. There are a lot of people who have seen us and who have come to meet us. We were so tired and so done that honestly, if you wanted to slit our throat or kill us at any point, they could have did it. I've had to sit down with somebody, look them dead in their eyes and tell them, if you're going to kill us, do it. Don't talk about it. Don't riddle me. Do it. You think I'm scared to die? I'm not scared to die.
Ain't nobody on this journey afraid to die.
No.
Let's clear that up right now. Dying would be the easiest thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fear there.
No. Dying without the truth being out, it's a little scary.
Not for us, for y'all.
But no. There's been a few people that have come to help us, and they sat down with us and why did you let me in? You know, when usually somebody asks you over and over again, I got issues, basically, why you let me in? Because you know you're guilty of something, and you know you did something wrong, and you don't know if you're capable of doing it again. But I can tell you right now, I've looked somebody dead in the eyes a few times and told them, if you're going to kill us, kill us. Don't riddle me. Don't play with me. Don't threaten me. I'm tired. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, and you know, before it was just me. And my mom, my grandma, angels, and everybody else. There's some people who, if I told on them and something happened to them and it was under my responsibility, then they would gladly go and slit the throat of a child, take a child, or do something to somebody who I can't get to in less than 5 minutes. That's the type of people we're talking about. But nobody gets that, because some people see that you're watching this through a live stream. You're watching this on your Facebook or your social media, and you don't see the intent, and you don't see the message of the story. You don't see what really is going on. You see what you want to see. You put in what you want to put in to make your own story, because it makes you feel better that it's not a reality. It's reality. This is not a fucking game. I know God's got us, because there's no other explanation for the hell that we've been through and the way that we have walked through fire. We have walked through fucking fire. Came right back out on the other side. Like that phrase, you even come out carrying buckets of water to help somebody else. That's literally how it's been. That's okay. I know that there's survivors watching this right now, and you're thinking, so how am I supposed to get out if you keep going through this?
She's looking at it the wrong way. I hear a lot of people tell me that. Well, you must have some sin, or you need to stop swearing, or you need to take your bracelets off, or all kind of things are going to fix the problem, and that's the reason we're going through this, but you're looking at it the wrong way.
How come nobody fixed the gas problem? Why is everybody freaking out hysterically over gas? It's because somebody didn't tell you something. I keep coming with this because it's like every time everybody freaks the hell out, oh, we got a chicken shortage. What do you think was happening to the chicken, and why did it become a shortage? What were you not paying attention to? What did somebody not tell you? How come you missed something and now it's a shortage and now it's hysterical? What was going on with our gas? How did a Russian or Chinese hacker hack our gas? And don't we have a manual valve to just turn that shit back on? And how could we just run out of gas? And what was everybody paying attention to? And why we didn't see it? It's because somebody's not telling you something. And you know why? It's because it'll create mass hysteria, mass panic, it needs to create some world panic. Shit so deep nobody even know where to stand, or if you can wade, tread, or anything at all, swim. You don't even understand how deep things are, and it all circles back to the children, but it's all connected, and nobody's paying attention. Nobody's asking the right questions. Everybody's focusing on the wrong part of the story. Everybody thinks it's a game. It's not reality until it affects you. Why is everybody quitting Hollywood all of a sudden? Has anybody checked? Why does Ellen DeGeneres quitting her show? Why is China Ann McClain stepping down to follow God? Why is a lot of people quitting Hollywood? What's going on? Is everything okay in Hollywood? You see what happens with sex trafficking survivors. If I didn't have my mom right here, I'd be dead. All this for me? Really? Really? You sure? Seems like a lot just for me. Y'all think I was lying to you? Do you think there'd be this many people on here? Because we pass entertainment now. How about the fact that there's other survivors and there's other truth tellers, and have they showed you half the shit that I've showed you? Not even half. Just a quarter of the shit that I've showed you? Huh? Can't make this shit up. Other survivors' altars are now coming to light after we said something about... After we had the MK Ultra.
There's things that are called damage control. What you need to understand about MK Ultra and altars is they are programmed to blend in, to not be seen, to not be noticed, to not speak up, to not have an identity, to not tell a truth, to not any of that. So when people that are telling truth, they're starting to out their altars, and be very careful, tread very cautiously, because that goes against the programming. So that's not likely to happen. We didn't get to this spot we're in right now where we're telling you these truths. It took blood, sweat, and tears 24/7 for 10 years or more to get to this point. So just tread cautiously. Ask the questions.
And then somebody said, why is this person of Veritas Machine so obsessed with you? Because they're obsessed still.
He's still going?
He's still obsessed. Still obsessed. That says a lot about somebody.
Okay, let me...
Obsession. That says a lot about somebody.
Talk to you about that fool. And this applies across the board.
Yeah.
I've never listened to any of his shows. Allie had a couple of conversations with him prior to she was going to go on his show and talk a little bit.
I said no.
So there were a couple of conversations prior to that, so they could kind of lay the groundwork
before we left the house. And then basically, long story short, he didn't get into a Getty Museum video and threw a tantrum. That's why he's so obsessed with me.
It never ended up panning out. But I did listen to a short... I clicked on one of his things maybe a month or so ago and listened, and all he was doing was basically shit-talking other people. It wasn't Ali, it was somebody else. I don't even remember
whole platform.
So his whole platform
Pay attention to the people who flip-flop, and their whole platform is just for drama. Just shit-talking somebody else. Can't do shit for themselves. Can't do shit for themselves. They accepting money if you comment on their page. They take $5 to get a shout-out. Watch those people. Watch those ones that are flip-flopping. Their obsession and their character speaks for themselves, and their obsession and their character is really because they are part of the clientele that nobody wants to know. Watch them.
The problem is we've been so dumbed down. We've been so lulled to sleep. We've been taught to not ask questions, to just believe the things that are put in front of us. If it's on a TV or a screen, when it's in front of us, then we just automatically believe it. We've got to get back to the point of questioning things, and why would they be doing this? Why would they be saying that? Then go look over here. Mm-hmm. Is this matching up? Does this line up? Is there money involved?
What are they showing you that tells you that they are telling the truth?
Exactly.
What are they proving to you that what they say on their platform is the truth?
So if I come out and say John Doe is a fraud, and I have no proof to back it up, or I've taken things out of context, or a whole host of other things, ask the questions. Don't just believe the first thing you see in here. Ask the questions, and that goes for us. Don't just believe the shit you hear us say. We're telling you, go look over here, go look over there, but you have to physically go look over here and go look over there. Don't just believe things blindly. We're past those days.
You should pay attention to the ones that are obsessed with people. The ones that don't leave people alone just to shit talk on them. That is not just trolling anymore. That's a personal addiction, obsession. That is mentally unstable. When you're obsessed with someone for months and you don't even like them, that's mentally, psycho status, obsessive. That says a lot for a 50-year-old man compared to a 20-year-old young woman. Watch that. There's something else there. Pay attention. There's something else there. That is an over 50-year-old man, and I'm 20. Pay attention. Pay attention. That tells you what you need to know. Pay attention to these old-ass hags. Pay close attention. That's so obsessed with me. Why? You came before my time. So what you obsessed with me for? Huh? How does that make sense? Yeah, why your old ass obsessed with me? You too old, decrepit, and getting closer to the dirt to be absolutely obsessed with me. Pay attention.
Most people and test your shit out. Like, I always tell people, test your shit out. If I don't like somebody, do I spend every day going at them and looking at their shit and
over 50
doing all extra stuff, or do I just move on? Most people just move on because it takes too much energy. It's exhausting.
Why would you spend that much energy on something you don't give a damn about if you're not obsessed with it? If there's not a personal vendetta there? If it's not something that's irking your soul deep down inside because you have a personal addiction to it? Pay attention. Pay attention. Why are we fighting with people we're not even in the ring with? Pay attention.
There's nothing that he... There's nothing. Nobody's met him personally.
There you go, Lindsay.
2 phone calls.
There you go, Lindsay.
And it's been months. And yet here he still is. You gotta ask why.
Pay attention. Must have hit a nerve. Pay attention. There you go. I don't give a damn about him. He not on my list, but that's an over 50-year-old man obsessed with me. Maybe he is on my list.
Fool. We only have so much energy in the day, and he does not even filter into the criteria of what I want to waste energy on. Like, go shit talk people. That's what you do. Go do that.
So, no, y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all just gotta keep paying attention. These are the questions that nobody asks, and then your world falls apart, and everybody's like, "What the fuck happened?" It's because you didn't ask those questions. No, a mentally stable person would not do that. Exactly, Leah. Exactly. There you go. I see. So, it is what it is. We had an angel that came through, codenamed Thor, that took us shooting with his guns. We are ready to defend ourselves if we had to. That doesn't mean we have guns on us because we don't have our own guns.
I own guns, but none of them are in the same state that I'm in.
None of them. I don't even know where to go anymore with things. So, I'm exhausted. I'm still stuck on what the hell just happened.
Can't make this shit up.
You really fucking can't. Just one thing. If you come or try to, we're not threatening, we're not inciting violence, but I'm going to just make something clear. I will defend myself. I will defend my mother. I will defend my grandmother. And I will defend any angel that's with me. If you walk into a place that we are in, if you try to break into a spot that we were in, you better kill me. That's what I gotta say.
No, that goes, yeah.
Don't think that one thing is gonna take us down. You better kill me. Because I promise you, if I get up, something gonna happen to you and you won't like it. And I'm not the type that calls any damn body. I'm also the type that I was trained very well, and I was also tortured. So I just gotta say that if anybody, go ahead and try it. I'm just saying, because we've already had somebody try to come to the front door. That was videos ago. To go check Lonnie's Truth. Go add Lonnie's Truth and see when somebody tried to walk through the front door. In a place that we were in. This is not even our house anymore. They followed us to a different state. So, I'm tired. Something happened to me, don't threaten me. You better kill me.
Yeah, we don't do threats at all.
Talk to you guys sooner than later. Bye.